sweepstakes, the Bestman sweepstakes, because there's little to no competition. Maricel Nuptial, it's an honor to stand up here today. Couldn't be more happy for you two. So glad that we could celebrate today with so many friends and family from not only around this area, but from around the world. There's people here from the Philippines, Spanish Florida, Alabama. There's even someone from California here. And it's amazing how far some people will travel for a free meal. Kuya Joe and Chet, I'm honored to be part of this small army that we call a wedding party. And this is the biggest table I've ever seen, by the way. There's a part of me that always knew this wedding was gonna happen. I knew Kuya Joe wouldn't let anything get in the way of a matrimony with Maricel when they went out shopping for a new Honda Civic together. And they also just went out and bought a house together too, so congratulations, guys. Let me tell you a little bit about the bond that me and Kuya Joe have. We grew up together back in the 80s, back in a time when Spam was simply canned meat. We've been through so much in life, and I can't imagine being anywhere but here on this special occasion. We've been following each other around the world for the past 49 years, and we're still together after all this time. We've been almost everywhere around the world, being stationed at different bases while serving in the military. We've had an interesting childhood growing up, always moving from state to state. Being the average kids that we were always looking out for each other, beating up any kids that messed with me or my brother. Little known fact about my Kuya Joe, he was nicknamed Jammin' Joe when we lived in Hawaii. And he was the only Filipino guy that knew how to break dance and had an afro. Can you imagine that? Him and his friends were always walking around with a piece of vinyl sheeting to practice their dance moves with, and walked around with a huge Shiba bomb beat radio on his shoulder. That's why to every day he's still jamming out with his DJ system, but he went from the nickname Jammin' Joe to DJ Joe. My brother is one of the most sacrificing guys I've ever known. He's always quick to lend a helping hand to someone that needed help, whether it's fixing a broken air conditioner, sewing up seat covers for boats, making parachutes, or even hosting parties at things like birthdays and weddings. But wait, this is a wedding and he's a DJ, but he's not spinning the turntables right now. He's probably thinking about what comes next on the playlist. Maricel, you look amazing today, sister. Ever since we met you, I knew you were a keeper. I particularly liked you from the start because of the way you made Kuya Joe's eyes light up when he saw you. And I also like how you're the first person to make Kuya Joe dance in a TikTok video. Like when you post pictures on Facebook or Instagram or something and you use that crazy filter to make yourself look younger. It always makes Kuya Joe look like a little kid. Che, I couldn't ask for a better sister-in-law, and I sincerely apologize about the crazy last name that you have from now on. Timbang, Mrs. Timbang. Kuya Joe and Maricel, I wish you all the best together. And I love you both so much. Let's all raise a glass to the most important people here, the bar staff. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Let's raise a glass to the high hopes of love, prosperity, and happiness for many, many years to come. To Kuya Joe and Maricel, thank you. I'm going to go hug them now. So I can go to the bathroom. But before that, I'd like to introduce our maid of honor, Miss Rosemary Ortega from San Diego, California.